it's not going to be a perfect hero prop from all angles, but it should still work fine for whatever you need it for. And another thing you should probably do with your blade is go ahead and take some of your electrical tape, cut a couple of strips of it, and just go ahead and tape them on just more or less just any random place on your blade is going to help. What these are going to do is mainly to help you when you're in post-rotoscoping in whatever program you're using to add the glow. But when you see these stripes, when you've got a big long lightsaber fanning move, when it's going like this, you can see what these little strips of different color do is that they would provide a much better line and just make it easier to see the blade, especially when it's waving around. I would probably recommend putting a more vibrant color than this on. I just put black on just because it's what I had, but like if you had the blue or yellow electrical tape, you could probably put that on and that would probably actually work better than just a stark black. But if you just have black, that should work too. It's better than nothing. And now, as you can see, what I've got right here is a lot more detail added to my lightsaber. Now, the thing is, when you look at this close up, kind of looks like crap. That's only because I rushed on this just in a few minutes. If I wanted this to look really good, it could. But this was just for adding quick little detail to show you just a little sample of what you could do with your lightsaber. Now, I have worked with lightsabers like these for a bit, and I have done some really intricate designs using different colors of electrical tape. I've added little buttons and knobs on the lightsabers. You could just grab a cardboard box, cut a circle out of it, and just super glue that on there and make that a button, and just that in itself would add the detail. That would make it even better. And you can make some really detailed lightsabers with that, as you can see here. And you can also do various things with your electrical tape. Like I said, you can buy different colors of electrical tape. You go to Walmart, you can get like a 5-pack of 5 different colors for $2. And you can put those on. You can also spray paint your electrical tape. It's kind of hard to do. You have to make sure it's stretched out and it kind of curls up after you do it, but you can spray paint your electrical tape and you can then put that on. Another thing you can find at Walmart, I've only been able to find this a couple of times I've been. A lot of times I go, it seems to be out, so it doesn't seem to be in stock very often. But it's extra wide electrical tape. It's like 1.5 inches thick, and that could be really good for if you're doing some bigger details, or you can cut out the middle and make some wider handle areas. You know, you just go crazy with whatever you can find. That's the important thing. This is just a base for showing what you can do. This tutorial is showing you how you can make the sabers. It's showing you the tools you can use to make, and what you're supposed to do with it is you're just supposed to take these tools and just go crazy, go to town, make your own designs and your own lightsabers. Put as much or as little detail into it as you want it. Put different end caps and pieces on different sabers. You can make double-bladed lightsabers out of these easily. They should have wider pieces of these to make double blades out of them, or you can have some sort of connector piece. You can connect 2 of them together, and you can have a double-bladed that way. And one other thing I would recommend, that if you have the money and the resources, I would recommend you do it. It has to deal with safety, which is very important if you're swinging around dowels and you're going to hit yourself or your friends a lot, and it's going to hurt. So what you can do is when you're at the hardware store, check out and see if you can find something around the foam insulation area. You're going to find this wide, it looks like a roll of tape, but it's like this roll of like felt padding stuff. I don't have it with me, but there's a picture of it there. What you can do with that is you can cut it into strips, and then you can wrap it around your blade, and you can tape it on with electrical tape, or you might be able to somehow glue it on. I don't know, I just taped it on. But you can tape that on and that will make a protective cover for your blade. It obviously lessens the impact when it hits you. It's a lot less painful. That padding absorbs the impact a lot better. What it also does is when you're hitting against a lightsabers, it makes less of a sound. It just makes more of a sound rather than a snap. You know, it's going to help on several levels, so I would highly recommend putting some protective covers on your blades. And the total cost of these two lightsabers I just made, just about 20 bucks. Two high quality usable lightsabers with backup blades for 20 bucks. And that's including I was buying super glue and electrical tape and duct tape, which you probably have lying around your house somewhere, so the real cost of these things is probably about 15 bucks, so that's a really good deal for some what you can make some really cool lightsabers out of. And I guess that about wraps it up for this video tutorial. Just go ahead and have fun making your sabers. Remember the important things, remember these parts, remember that you can do anything, pretty much anything with spray paint and electrical tape. But go ahead and just make some awesome sabers, and maybe I'll see you sometime next time in another video tutorial.